You
Mm.
lose it all. If you, it's sad to see people with Alzheimer's and they have these families they've been with for 50 plus years and they don't remember their name. They don't remember who they are. Our foods play a big part in that. It's wild. And many of these things that we have, diabetes, high blood pressure, you'll be like, oh, my auntie had that. This is why I got it. It's not hereditary. It's not.
Mm.
The programming to get you
That's
there
what
is
that's what
hereditary.
they tell us. That's what they
Yeah,
tell us at the
yeah,
doctor.
yeah. It's a programming that gets you there. That's hereditary. So if they we eat what our family ate, and somewhere it slipped up because processed foods what came around in the 70s, 60s. That's when processed foods came. So when our great grandfathers and everybody lived so long because they didn't have processed foods. We have it now because it's convenient and it's cheaper, and that's designed that way. It's literally designed that way. So if you think about it, I saw something the other day that said McDonald's has like 63 million burgers they sell in a month. It's a lot of burgers. They said it would take it said it would take 97,000 cows to be slaughtered a month for that. Do you know we don't have that? So where are those burgers being
Yeah.
made? How are those
In the
burgers
lab,
being made?
in a lab somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. So if you're looking at it that way, it's like, wait, hold on. We don't have that many cows to produce that. And that's just McDonald's. What about Burger King? What about Wendy's? What about all these other places? That's just their supply. So until we actually become conscious and aware of going back to what I said, conscious and aware of what we're putting into our body, our system, our digestive system, they're gonna keep winning the game, and we're gonna keep losing it for decades, for centuries, and we're passing this down to our kids. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Like, you come from the island, I come from the islands.
yeah, yeah,
I see people that are, like you said, 70, 80, 90 years old doing things physically that our 70-year-old people now they can't do. I work with a fella that he was 65, and I'm not trying to
yeah,
talk bad about the man, but
yeah.
he looked like he was older than my dad, and I'm 44.
Yep, that's how it goes.
And I'm like, how does that work? It's but like you said, it's the food that they used to eat compared to what we eat now,
Yeah,
and the other
remember what I
stuff,
just
the
talked about?
addiction. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. But remember what I
yeah.
talked about earlier? You had that chronological age and you had that biological age. So if you're eating horribly, you have this chronological age, but your biological age is going up faster than your body can control. So
Mm.
now you look older because how you've been eating. So everything starts coming in faster. So you look much older than how you actually are. But if you eat healthy, you look younger than how old you actually are. So it makes a difference. It's crazy, right?
It's very crazy. So, we're about to close, we got a few
Yeah,
points to hit.
yeah.
So if someone's listening right now, I mean, feels overweight, exhausted, but they still show up to work, and not knowing what to do, what do you tell that person?
Man, just start making one small transition if you can. Like I talked about the labels. Um, don't think you got to do it all at once because anytime you start creating a new habit, your brain expands and it puts you as a new standard. So anytime you're doing something and you start small, chipping away very small, it builds so much. So if you're like you're in a desperate situation, when it comes down to functional medicine, holistic wellness compared to traditional Western medicine, use it when it's needed. So don't feel like I'm coming here telling you don't go to your doctor. It's like if you know that you need it right then and there, go for it. But start just considering like being proficient in making small steps because success is nothing but small failures and learning from those failures and it becomes success. Growth, everything's going to grow. It's not going to be feel comfortable. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, just know it's not going to be comfortable going against your habit. Muscles grow by it being torn. It has to tear. So as you're doing some new habit, you're building it, part of you is going to tear because part of the old version of you has to die for you to become the best version of who you are meant to become. Whoever you're meant to become, the old version has to die off. So don't feel it's going to be easy. If you're feeling overwhelmed, one small step at a time. That's it. Don't think it has to be everything at one time.